A very good morning to everybody. Today is the exam day and we are here to help you out. Help you out via what? Via a particular series which we run on our platform, which is known as the rapid revision series. You can call it Chalisa as well. So we will be deciphering all the important topics. We will be discussing all the important topics in this particular session so that the final push which you require before the examination, you can get that. And via this particular session, you will be able to revise also the most important topics. So let's get started. For your IFS exam, JAIIB May 2025, we are here to start the session. So first of all, you must know that the concepts which have been asked earlier in the examination, they automatically become important, and Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana is one such topic. It has been asked multiple times, so you must remember the important points when we talk about this particular scheme. The most important one, it is a life insurance scheme. Everybody knows what is the age group. 18 to 50 years, life cover 2 lakh available for 1 year period. When I talk about the time duration, 1st June to 31st May of each year, and is renewable every year. When we talk about the risk coverage, it is 2 lakh in the case of death of insured due to any reason, the premium being 436 per annum. Next, what is the next important point which we must know under the various schemes? So Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, it is the accidental cover and the age group is 18 to 70, although the risk coverage is here 2 lakh for the accidental death and disability. When we talk about the partial disability, it is 1 lakh, and when we are looking into the premium, it is rupees 20. You must remember the important facts. Fine, you must remember the important ones. Atal Pension Yojana, APY scheme, everybody knows that it is for the unorganized sector workers, and the minimum guaranteed pension is rupees 1000 or 2000, 3000, 5000 per month, or you can also say 4000 as well. It will start after attaining the age of 60 years, depending on the contributions made by the subscribers for their chosen pension amount, and the age of the subscriber should be between 18 to up to 40 years. Age group is very important when we talk about these pension, these insurance schemes. Now let's move on to the NPS, that is National Pension Scheme. Here you will see that the pension program is open to all, be it the public employees, private employees, even the unorganized sector as well. But when we talk about the armed forces, they are excluded. This is the point which you must remember. After the retirement, subscribers can take out certain percentage, that is 60% of the corpus, they can take it out from the NPS, and it is being regulated by the PFRDA. You must remember the regulator's name of the pension sector, that is PFRDA. Fine, it is there for two types of accounts, that is your tier 1 and tier 2. It offers two tiers, tier 1 as well as tier 2. Next, we have PRAN card, that is permanent retirement account number, which has 12 unique digit number. So you must remember the number of digits in the PRAN card is 12. Next important fact, see, we will be discussing about the facts first because they will be asked, then we will have a basic introduction of that particular concept. EPFO introduced Yuan number, which acts as what? It will be acting as the umbrella for multiple member IDs allotted to an individual by different employers. Yuan number is unique 12-digit number assigned to an employee by the EPFO. And the important point is that it was launched in October 2014 as part of the Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay Shramav Jayate Karyakram. Next is your ACU, the important organization, you can say, fine, an important entity, which is a particular payment arrangement, Asian Clearing Union, whereby the participants settle the payments for intra-regional transaction. Intra-regional means different regions are there among the participating central banks on a net multilateral basis. Main objective is to facilitate the payment across the member nations, along with that promoting the trade and banking relations. Next important concept within the ACU is that it was established at the initiative of United Nations Economic and Social Commission, United Nations ESCAPE, you can say, and it was established in December 1974 when the countries in the region were facing settlement difficulties. So basically a settlement system has been named as ACU within the Asian region. The member countries of ACU are Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Iran, Maldives. Then we have Myanmar, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. You must remember the members' name also. Next, at COP26, you have one OWOG, the initiative which was announced by our Prime Minister. and it has a it is having a goal of harnessing the solar energy and ensuring that generated electricity gets to the places that it needs the most. India has launched the plastic hackathon campaign as well. These are the factoids. Quickly, we are just revising the important facts. India and SDG 13, the Panchamarit you must know, fine. The net zero emission by 2070, 500 gigawatt non-fossil energy capacity by 2030, 50% energy requirement should be fulfilled via the renewable energy sources by 2030. India will reduce the total projected carbon emission by 1 billion tons from now till your 2030. By 2030, India will reduce the carbon intensity also by what percentage? 45%. Do remember the percentage as well. Net zero emission by 270, rest all are by 2030. Green bonds are the bonds which are issued by the sovereign entity, and what is the basic purpose? So that you can finance the environmentally sustainable projects. CSR activities, when we talk about the CSR activities, what is the important thing here to remember? That section, which section of Companies Act? Section 135 of the Companies Act will be determining the CSR obligation, and along with that the penalties are important to know. When we talk about the penalties for your corporates and the penalties for the officers, they differ, but first of all we must know what is the obligation. Obligation is 2% of the last 3 years net profit of that particular corporate. If it fails to do that, then penalty will be levied on the company and the officers as well, the officials. So the company will be levied a penalty of the quantum 1 CR, 1 crore, or twice the obligation, whichever is lesser. And when we talk about the officers, they will be levied the penalty of 2 lakh or 1/10, whichever is lesser. Fine. So do remember this fact, it is also important. Yes, 1 CR for the defaulting company, or you can say 2 lakh for the each defaulting officer. And it is what? A civil offence, no more a criminal offence. Do remember this. And the corporates are free to, you can say, maintain the obligation beyond 2% as well. Minimum is 2%. Beyond that, it's up to them. Mutual fund is what? It is a mechanism for pooling the resources from public by issuing the units. Fine. Now we are talking about supervision of mutual funds is done by two entities, you can say. One is SEBI, next is AMFI. AMFI is Association of Mutual Funds of India. Role of SEBI is regulator of the mutual fund industry. AMFI is what? It is a SRO. Fine. SRO, it means that it plays a role of facilitator and the uploader of the industry best practices. So it is doing the job at the back end, but supporting SEBI to, you can say, indirectly regulating the mutual funds. Red herring prospectus, what you need to remember, it is a prospectus which does not have the details of either the price or number of shares being offered or the amount of the issue. Then what is mentioned? It means that in case the price is not disclosed, number of shares and the upper and lower price bands are disclosed. Fine. On the other hand, issuer can state the issue size and the number of share is determined later. It will be determined later. It will be determined, but at later phase. And RHP for FPO can be filled with the ROC without the price band. That is important to know. Without any price band, you can do this particular you can reach this particular state wherein the FPO can be filed with the registrar of the companies. In such a case, the floor price or the price band will be notified by the way of an advertisement, and the day at which the particular setup will be organized, it is 1 day prior to the opening of that particular issue. You must remember that, 1 day prior. Okay. Content of RHP, you have the business description, financial information, risk factor, use of proceeds, industry overview and management. After that, when we talk about the green shoe option, it means an option of allocating the equity shares in excess of the equity shares offered in the public issue as a post listing price stabilizing mechanism. You have to stabilize the price. That is very, very important in the green shoe option. Okay, option of allotting the equity shares. Do remember, equity shares we are talking about. Green bonds we have seen already. We have seen India started the operation when 2015, and when we talk about the sovereign green bonds, they are issued by the government. Fine. Next is what? Your sunrise sector. What do we mean by sunrise sector? Sunrise sector is a particular sector of Indian economy where you will find the growth is right now not at peak, but it has the potential to reach at the peak. That means the growth in this particular sector is at its infancy. It is at an earlier stage, but later on you will see that the growth will be huge after a while. And when we talk about the growth potential, I have just told you that it is huge. The potential is huge. When we talk about the level of innovation, it is high. When we talk about the public awareness, again it is high for these sectors, and the investors are also interested to invest in this particular sector. What are the examples? Fintech, green energy, automobile sector, processing plants, all these are the examples of sunrise sector. Okay, next is what? Microfinance loan. What do we mean by microfinance loan? It is defined as the collateral free loan given to the household having annual household income up to 3 lakh. Up to 3 lakh. Do remember this. For this purpose, household shall mean an individual family unit, that is husband, wife and their unmarried children. All collateral free loans irrespective. Okay. So, microfinance loan, we were talking about the definition that it is defined as a collateral free loan given to a household having annual household income up to 3 lakh rupees, 3 lakh. For this purpose, the household shall mean individual unit, husband, wife and unmarried children. Do remember this. All the collateral free loan irrespective of the end use and mode of the application processing dispersal provided to the low income household. Micro insurance is what? You are having certain regulations. So, regulations have been made effective from 2005. These regulations are what? In addition to the obligations for rural and social sector business to be done by all the insurers on the annual basis. On annual basis, you will be looking into these insurances. Fine. Next is your IRDAI Micro Insurance Regulation 2005. It defines the micro insurance policy as a general or life insurance policy, and the sum insured is what? 50,000 or less. Do remember this. It is important. Next is the next important topic of your IFS. Again, we have seen the CSR Schedule 7. It is under the Schedule 7 of your Companies Act. Next important point is regarding the this we have already seen the imprisonment part, invites and your REITs. When we talk about the invites, the minimum subscription limit for the investing in your investment it was reduced from rupees 10 lakh to 1 lakh in 2021. Minimum subscription for investing in invites was reduced from 1 lakh to the range of 10,000 to 15,000, and the minimum trading lot from 100 units to now 1 unit only. REITs, the real estate ones, minimum investment amount in the real estate infrastructure investment trust, we brought down to rupees 15,000 with the revised trading lot at 1 unit. 1 unit. Do remember 15,000 to revised one is what? Only 1 unit. Earlier investment amount was 50,000 and the trading lot was what? 200 units in the secondary market. These limits you must remember. Minimum investment in the REITs to be brought down by brought down to 15,000, and when we talk about the earlier investment amount, it was 50,000. Next, we have the tri-party repo. Tri-party repo, basically it engages one tri-party agent. Mostly you will see that CCIL is the tri-party agent in our setup in our country, and RBI introduced this setup via draft in 2017. In 2018, the first TREPS mechanism happened in our country. Okay, individuals can start investing in mutual funds through SIP mode with the amounts as low as rupees 500. These are the important points, only important points we are discussing because we have the exam, right? Long-term repo operation LTROs was introduced by RBI in Feb 2020, and why it was introduced? So that you can have a certain amount of transformation in the credit flow to encourage the banks to undertake maturity transformation smoothly, seamlessly, so that it will augment the credit flows to the productive sectors. And when we talk about the duration, the normal duration is 1 year to 3 years of the overall you can say tenure, and the total amount of rupees 1 lakh crore at the policy repo rate has been earmarked for this particular setup. The first two LTROs were conducted on Feb 17th and 24th. for 25,000 crore each for tenures of